Hey guys, it's Aquos, and like I promised last video, here's the fire deck. I finished it. It's pretty cool. And yeah, today I'm gonna be showing you guys the fire deck, flame, like I showed last time, and damage, and all of them. And then there's gonna be more. There's a lot of cool stuff in this deck. I'm really excited. And also because we're showing off fire, let me just not pink. Why did I do pink? Sorry. Hey, okay, it's red. It's a little bit too red though, so. There we go. Well, now there's not enough light. Okay, well, then we'll go back. Anyway, okay, whoa, it's bright now. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'm showing off the fire deck now. Okay, so here's Flame. He is a fire type, obviously, 4/3. Affects Soul Blazer. When this card's HP is 2 or less, get +2 attack. So when he gets hit and he survives, basically, as long as it didn't do 1 damage, as long as it does 3 or 2 damage, he'll get a +2 attack boost, which is pretty cool. And as long as he survives. But obviously, if he dies that turn, it sucks. It's a really cool effect, but what I brought up last video was his effect kind of sucks because what your opponent could do, they could just not they could just not attack him until they know they can kill him. So, but like, also it's kind of hard to ignore Flame because it does 3 damage, but also it's really easy to kill 4 HP stuff. But yeah, they could just not hit you, or they could just not hit you, and then you don't get the attack boost if your opponent's smart. That's why I added this card to solve this. This is Emperor. It's Emperor Kai Kanoshi. He's a rank 1, and he has 6 HP and 1 attack, and his effect is Blazing Leadership. Once during your turn, give a fire type +3 attack, but that fighter takes 3 damage. So that means you can give Flame +2 attack, or actually no, +3. Excuse me. You give him +3 attack, right? So it'll be at 6, but then he'll take 3 damage, so he'll be at 1, meaning that he'll get his +2 boost. So then he'll get +5 attack, so he'll be a 1/8. He'll be a 1/8, which is pretty balanced, but it's still ridiculous that he's an 8. And I don't think anything can live a hit from an 8 right now in the game. Yeah, the highest HP right now is a 7. So yeah, he just kills everything until like effect damage kills him, because a single like little weak effect would probably kill him because it has 1 HP or just an attack. But it's still crazy. It's still a cool combo that you could just do and just boom, 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 boom. If your opponent doesn't have a response to it, you just kind of destroy everything on your field and allows you to set up your board while they have to deal with Flame, which is really funny. Other thing Emperor Kai can do, he can also hit himself, so then he'll turn himself into a 3/4, so he'll take 3 damage, and then he'll gain 3 attacks, and he'll be a 3/4. Yeah, he's a pretty balanced card. He seems really strong because of that combo, but he's pretty balanced. And also you can just do it on a random fire type also. So yeah, pretty cool. That's a cool combo. They got a little going on there. That's really cool. Next up is another card, another old fire card that I've already showed. This is Damage. Damage, you get it, damage, like damage, but he's a mage, so like you get it, damage, yeah. Okay, anyway, his effect is he's a 4/3, rank 1, and then his effect is Bomb Away. While this card is in guard mode, all effect damage is doubled. So you switch him into guard mode, all effects, like including your enemy's effects, are doubled, which is really powerful because all the fire type effects, they do more damage, and they have a lot of effect damage. The only problem is, if you have his effect on, you switch him himself in the guard mode, that means you can't use his effect because that means it does 6 damage and only gets 3 attack from it. So yeah, you can't have this on while you want to use this effect. Obviously, you could just do this effect first, then switch him into guard mode, but it's like one little anti-synergy. It's very small and doesn't come up a whole lot because I have to have both of these guys on field. So like, it doesn't come up a whole lot, but it can be a little annoying having both of them on field because then you can't do his effect or he'll just kill somebody instead of actually boosting it. Then next up we have a special card for fire. We have a Fireball. If you have a fire type, do 3 damage. And it's pretty good. Most effect damage is like 2 damage. Like if you saw Special Blast last video, this says 2 damage, or like, so it is pretty good for just, 3 damage. If you have fire type, it's basically free. Just 3 damage, boom. It's pretty nice. You do a lot of damage. And also damage is on field. But in guard mode, that's 6 damage. You're a goner, man. You're definitely a goner. This is a really cool card. This is a no retreat. All your fighters attacks do double damage for this turn, but your fighters take double damage next turn. So you all your attacks get doubled for the turn that you played this, but then next turn during your enemy's turn, their attacks do double to you. So it's very fair. But what I usually do, at least in the playtest I haven't played this, is I usually want to save this to like the last or close to last turn, and then use this, and then if this win, and then use it to win the game. Because it doesn't matter next what happens next turn if this wins you the game. It doesn't happen a whole lot. Sometimes you have to just use it regularly, but like that's like how I would use it, because if you know you can win the game if you play it, then just play it, and then boom, you win the game. So you would save it. That's what I do. The only other kind of bad part about this card is that you can't really set it, because if you set it, it doesn't do anything. Because if you activate it during your enemy's turn, it doubles your attack, but you can't really attack during your enemy's turn. I think there's like there's no way to attack during your enemy's turn right now in the game. So like that wouldn't really help you. Once I do add something effect like that, then you may want to set it, but even then it's kind of rare still probably. So yeah, it's a cool card though. You could use it as a bluff, set it down and bluff. You can bluff with it, I guess. I don't know. It's a cool card though, because it can be extremely powerful. Because wait, like I said before, he can get up to 8 damage with this dude. 8 attack, right? Then you use no retreat. That's 16. That's 16 attack, which is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. You just do so much damage. You can tell I'm really excited about the fire deck, because it's been really fun. It's a lot of crazy. There's a lot of crazy stuff that has happened in playtesting. I promise you it's balanced, but like it's crazy. But it's very like kind of like really luck dependent, because if you don't draw into your combos, it definitely feels a lot slower. When you do, it definitely feels fast. So it's kind of just more like a gamble kind of deck, kind of, in a way. But yeah, no retreat's a pretty cool card. It's cool. Like I said, it can really help you get a kill that you shouldn't get. Next up is Blaze Samurai. He has the effect damage. No, what? Can I not read? Danger Sense. He has the effect Danger Sense. When your turn ends, switch this card into guard mode. So yes, that means he gets a free guard mode at the end of every turn. So that means you can attack, and then he'll automatically put him in guard mode. Which sounds broken. I know it sounds broken. The only problem is, if your opponent doesn't break your guard mode the next turn, that means you're stuck in guard mode. Because you have to take an action to switch out, and then you can't attack. So you'll be switched back into guard mode, and then you can't attack. So your opponent has to break your guard mode. So then you start your turn in attack mode, and then you can attack, and then you go back to guard mode. Because if not, your effect will lock you in guard mode, which I think is really funny. So, yeah, you don't want him to be your only card on field, because if it is, then your opponent will just let you just stay in guard mode. You only get one attacking. But it works though, because he's a 3/4, so he dies pretty quickly. So having that guard mode really helps him feel a lot durable than he actually is. And I think it's a pretty cool card art. I really like his card art. I think it's really cool. Yeah, he's a cool card. He's just a cool guy. He can backfire sometimes, but most of the time he's cool. Alright, this is Flay. I haven't done her art yet. Sorry. I'll get to it eventually, because I want the art to be cool, but I just didn't feel like drawing it at the time. Anyway, we have Flay, Fire type, rank 1. Her effect is Light Absorber, Light Guard. Thunder and Fire types can't break this card's guard mode, and she's a 6/1. So it says it is what it sounds like. If she's in guard mode, a Fire type can't break it. A Thunder type can't break it either. And you guys might be thinking, bro, that's broken. That's gonna be so stall. There's gonna be so much stall. Yes, you can stall with it. The only problem is that there's a couple of cards that counter this. It seems broken. Hold on, let me get them. Okay, so the first way that you counter Flay, the first way that you can counter her, is that if you get a card that is a normal type, because that's the only other type in the game right now, other than Fire and Thunder, if you get a card with a normal type, boom, you break through it, boom. And Thunder has a couple of normal types, so like, you're chilling. There's like a couple of normal types in the game, so you're chilling. As long as you get a normal type, boom. But I'll be saying, well, what if you don't get a normal type? Then you just lose the game. No, there's a lot of other ways you can kill her. Like, there's like a lot of generic ways you can kill her. Effect damage goes through guard mode. So if you have any effect damage, which Thunder does, Thunder has a lot of effect damage, 2 damage. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but you have other ways to do damage, and you'll slowly kill her. So yeah. And then also, Zapdash hard counters her, because Zapdash just does 1 damage every turn that she's on field, and then in 6 turns she dies. I know that sounds like a lot, but she dies. She does die. And also, you don't have to wait 6 turns. If you combine it with another effect damage, it'll be shorter also, which you probably will. So yeah. And then also, you have Lightning Strike, which if you discard Thunder type, you do 6 damage, she's dead. Because she only has 6 HP. And then also, I'm not even done. There's like 100, there's a lot of ways. Like, it's a good, I'm making it sound like she's a really bad card, but just to make you guys think, it isn't broken. It's a good card. There are some cases where it can be really good, like during late game where like you used a lot of your resources, but like, it isn't broken, because there's a lot of ways to counter this cards. I always make, counters for cards, even if I don't actually mean to. Like, this wasn't intentional, I'm glad it's in the game, though. And we have Shock Blast. If you have Thunder type, do 1 damage, and the card's stunned. And if you don't know, what stun means is that they lose their effect until the enemy's next turn. That basically means you can break her guard mode now, because she doesn't have her effect. So now all your cards in breaker guard mode. Then there you go. So yeah, she isn't broken. She is not broken. She is very far from being broken. There is a ton of ways for you to remove her from the field. So yeah. Just wanted to go over that. I know it was a little excessive, but I just wanted to go over that because, like, I don't want people thinking that she's broken or anything. She is not broken. But she's fun though, because she can definitely save your back. She's like the only card that you have, only fighter card you have in your hand, and you're trying to build a board. Just play her down. Then you could draw, and it'll take a minute for your opponent to kill her. It won't take forever, but it will take a minute. It will take a minute to kill her. Next up we got Power Blast. Power Blast does damage equal to one of your fighter's attacks. Again, combos really well with Flame and Emperor Kai. This little combo we got going. And also, it combos with damage. So yeah, like I said, Emperor Kai, you get him up to 8 attack. Then you use this effect, then you can do 8 effect damage, so you go for a guard mode. That's crazy. That's a little combo. Then he has a 2-card combo with damage, where if you just go into guard mode, there you go, you use damage to attack, which is 3, and then all effect damage is doubled, so now it's 6 damage. For free, basically. That is also really good. That's really good. That's really good, actually. Yeah, as you can see, this is a lot of ways you can kill stuff in the fire deck, which makes sense. This makes sense. You should have a lot of ways to counter stuff. This is Bomb. Bomb... right now it's gonna see mid, but Bomb is a really good card. You'll see why. But I'll tell you the effect. Special card. When this card is discarded, do 3 damage to all fighters. Yeah, do 3 damage to all fighters on field, and discard all arena cards on field. So yeah, so if you discard it, not if you play it, because if you play it and you didn't get the requirement, it'll just whiff and the effect won't go off because you didn't discard it, or it didn't get discarded. You get it. It wouldn't go off. But it does go off if an effect discards it, right? So if the effect goes, if you use the effect, boom, discard it, then the effect will go off, boom. Then you'll get the 3 damage to everybody and arena pop and all that. But if you just play it, it'll whiff and it won't have a chance to use its effect because you didn't meet the requirements. So you just play it normally. So you have to set it on field and then wait for something to, blow it up, and then you can do it. But just remember it though, because it's a good card. You'll see why. There's a combo with it. Anyway, on to the next fighter. We got Pyro Rookie. This is one of my favorite arts. I actually did this just before this video. It's one of my favorite arts right here. Pyro Rookie. It's kind of a little bit of Bakugo inspired if you've seen what's it called? MHA. A little bit Bakugo inspired, like the blonde hair. I didn't mean to. I didn't see it until I looked at it. I was like, oh my goodness, this dude's just Bakugo. I just realized. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pyro Rookie. He's a fire normal type, so he would be able to break through. Oh no, he wouldn't, because he'd still be fire. Never mind. Anyway though, but yeah, he's a rank 1. And he's a 4/4, which is pretty good. It means you're living a lot and you're hitting hard. You're hitting pretty hard. Once during your turn, do 1 damage for every time one of your fighters attack during this turn. So basically, if he attacked and something else, or let's just say he attacked. If he attacked 4 damage, then his effect goes, and you attack once, that means you can do 1 damage. But if you have something else on your field, you attack with that and him. Now he gets to do 4, and then you attack with whoever you already else attacked with, and then now you get to do 6 damage because you attacked twice. Yeah, he just snowballs. He snowballs. That's why he had that grin on his face, because he's insanely not broken, but he's pretty good. He can help you out in a lot of situations where you just need that extra little damage. And then also, don't even get me started on him plus damage. Do not get me started with these dudes. These dudes are just meant for each other. Look, they both are smirkling and they combo together because it's damage on field. You switch again damage to guard mode, and now that 1 damage for each is 2. So now, for each attack that you did, now it's 2 for each, which is ridiculous. Now that's even more broken. So yeah, these guys are meant for each other. Both the smirks on their face. Oh my goodness. Alright, next up is Sapphires Arenas. Again, I will make the arenas hearts, but I don't like drawing landscapes, and I'll get to it eventually. We have Emperor's Fortress. Once during your turn, do 1 damage to all fighters on field. Then give all fire types +1 attack for his turn. So everybody takes damage, which is nice. That means all your opponent cards take 1 damage, and your cards take 1 damage. But then if you're fire, then you get a +1 attack boost. So it's good for you and bad for your opponent because they don't get a buff from it, but you do. So, and also the cooler thing about this is that they take 1 damage and then you get +1 attack boost. So it's almost as if you do 2 damage to them because you're getting the +1 when you hit them. So you're getting an extra 1. So it's almost like you get a +2 attack boost almost in a way because you already took 1 damage from this. And also it's a nice card to have if you don't have any cards on field. You just do 1 damage if your opponent wiped your board or something. Just do 1 damage, and then you just get to do 1 free damage, and for basically no cost, because you don't have anything on field to take damage, and only your opponent does. So it's also nice. Alright, so this is Set of Flame. This card is really cool. I love the art. The art on this card is pretty cool. I love it. This is one of my favorite cards, because it's so powerful. It's not broken, but it's powerful. Discard as many of your set cards as you want, then do 2 damage to all fire types on field for every discarded card. So obviously there is kind of a limit on how much damage you can do because you can only have 4 set cards, or no, 3 other set cards other than this card in your set zone. So the cap on this card is 6 damage because you need to have 3 other set cards to get to for 2 each. Because this you wouldn't be able to have 4 because if you have 4 set cards on your field you can't play it because your special zone would be filled up. So there is, but 6 damage to everybody is pretty good. There's, because the max amount of HP is 7, or right now currently in the game, that means that they're gonna live with 1 HP. So if you have Emperor Palace, guess what? Now that's 7 damage to everybody because you do 1 damage to so that's ridiculous. So yeah, and also, do you guys still remember little old bomb? So yeah, these guys combo really well together because you could set bomb, activate this, and then you pop your own bomb, boom. Then bomb's effects go off. It's 3 damage to everybody. And you get rid of arenas. And then you still have this effect. So you have 3 other. So that means the actual max cap amount of damage you could do with it is +3, then +6, which is 9 damage to everybody. And you remove arena. Oh my goodness. When these guys go off together, it's insane. It's insane. And you usually don't even need the other 2 cards. You usually can just pop both of these because then that'll be 5 damage to everybody. And that's killing a lot of things if they have no bosses on their field. Or nothing bulky. That usually kills a lot of weaker aggressive cards. So yeah, these guys are really good. If that to the point where when I'm playtesting the game, if I see a Set of Flame, I'm not gonna use it. I'm saving it until I get a bomb. Because fire. As you can see, fire is all about their combos. They're all about their combos. Next up is Overburn Flame. Overburn Flame is their boss because he is a rank 2, and I love his art, man. He has these firearms coming off of him. So you have this firearm and that firearm. And this firearm's yo, come at me, bro. The finger, you see, come here, come at me. And there's a reason for that because of his effect. He's a 5'6", so he doesn't have a lot of HP, but he hits pretty hard. 6 is pretty good. Then he has the effect Burnout. When this card is killed, do 3 damage to all fighters. Also break one of your enemy's shield cards. That's why I say come and get me, because you want him to die. Because you can do 3 damage to everybody. And also, you pop one of your opponent's shield cards. This can't win you the game, because if they have no shield cards, it won't, it doesn't count as, a direct attack. But if they do have shield cards, yeah, you get to pop one of their shield cards. Boom. And you don't have to get through any of their fighter cards on their field. So it's really good. It's a good counter, stall type of card, because if they kill you, boom, you get to pop one of their shield cards, without needing to actually get through whatever their board is. And you do 3 damage to everything that they set up, also. So yeah, he's really cool. And also, fire has a lot of different ways that they hit themselves. Let's see. Bomb does 3 damage to everybody, including your cards. Emperor Fortress does damage to everybody. So that's another way you can kill yourself. Let's see, what else? Emperor Kai does damage to your own cards. Oh yeah, and also Emperor Kai is a cool combo, because that means you make it easier for them to kill him, and you get a Yeah, you do 3 damage to him. He only has 2 HP, so it's even easier to kill him. And then he gets a +3 attack boost, so he has 9 attack, which is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, a lot of things in your fire deck combo very well with him. There's a lot of things that combo well with him. That do damage to yourself. And also, if you have no retreat, I forgot about it. If you use no retreat, then you're taking double damage. Then it's going to be easier for them. It's going to be easier for them to kill you also. So yeah, there's a lot of things that synergize with Overburn Flame. Yeah, I just love him. He's a really cool card. Just like the finger, like come at me, bro, come at me. Oh my goodness, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah. In the next video, we're gonna kind of expand more on the Thunder deck. But yeah, these are the 2 bosses right next to each other. I just love how they look. The arts came out really nice. They both play really well and synergize really well with each other's decks. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, and also the cool part is that they kind of I don't know if they counter each other, but like there's some interesting things that you can do against each other. But yeah, charge out. Good video.